Game 3, Eastern Conference Finals. Boston, with a Game 3 opportunity to dig themselves out of a 2-0 hole. They will need to bring all they can muster against Cleveland. The Eastern Conference Finals continue.
Eastern Conference Finals action. Boy, and a 2-0 series thus far. Who will take Game 3? We're going to find out here. Live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA playoffs. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Look at Cleveland's starting group. We've got Irving. LeBron James is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Tracy McGrady, and it's Lively in at the 5. And for the Celtics, we've got Garnett. Pierce is out there with Brent. Then it's Chris Paul, and it's Allen in at the shooting guard. We look at the Celtics. They weren't able to steal one on the road. Now they need to get on the board to keep this close.
And that added bit of pressure isn't going to do him any favor. However, it's not a series until someone wins on the road. A win tonight changes the whole landscape.
Now here's LeBron. Irving with a clean look. Misses the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
That's good from Allen on the assist by Paul.
Yeah, and this is Allen's game. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen. Amazing shooting off that pass.
Love with a wide open look. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Allen outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Garnett with the block. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Garnett. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And this is postseason play at its finest. Refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And that one's good. McGrady. Here is Paul. Ray Allen is on the wing. Irving with the steal. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
The blinding quickness of Irving. So fun watching him turn on the Jets in the open court.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Kicks it out to Allen. Shot clock at 6. Ball is screen on James. And the basket by Pierce.
Well, I don't know if he needed the fadeaway, but the points count all the same.
Over to the left wing. Here's Love. Kept alive. Lively the pass to Love. Cleveland moving the ball around. Second shot opportunity. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And that's a defensive miscue there. You can't let Irving get that kind of position inside.
Outside Bradley. Pass to Allen. Lets the 3 fly. A 3-pointer is right on target. Allen's got 9.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Lively finds James. McGrady outside. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. McGrady's got his second basket of the night. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Celtics. They're looking to bounce back after the bitter loss on Saturday.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Shot by McGrady, no good.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Bradley kicks to Pierce. Garnett with a screen on LeBron. Left side, Bradley. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Here's Pierce following the score by Cleveland, and it's slammed in by Garnett.
And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of it.
Pierce against LeBron. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The shot by Pierce, no good.
Just tremendous defense right there. Applying the pressure.
Here's LeBron.
Oh, my goodness. That is an outstanding finish.
Oh, my. And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Now here's Pierce. Ball passes to Brandon. Now here's Paul. Over Irving. The shot's good from Paul.
Yeah, there's not much you can do to stop that. Paul is a very effective mid-range scorer.
McGrady outside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Well, it sure didn't take him much time to heat up. Aggressive start.
And Cleveland making a change here. Bridges checks in.
In watching McGrady, you see the length and athleticism. He's a matchup nightmare for most teams.
Down low, here's Garnett.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
McGrady, the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Garnett with the screen for Paul. And he drives in. And Garnett gets it to go on the assist by Paul. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one. Cavaliers shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense.
Meeting the defense with power, McGrady holds nothing back and finishes in motion.
The Cavaliers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. That free throw, no good. That one misses. And the Celtics with possession here. Over in the corner, Paul. Allen finds Garnett. And here's Pierce. Over McGrady. And another basket for Boston. Cleveland trails by 3. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Boston making some changes. Sam Hauser's checked in for Pierce. Malik Beasley comes in for Bradley. And it's Pritchard in for Paul. Kyle Korver is checked in for the Cavaliers. Now here's Korver. Here's James. Offensive rebound. That one good for 2. LeBron's got his second basket of the game.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Pritchard passes to Beasley. Pass to Allen. 6 to shoot. Allen a screen on McGrady. Connects from three-point range. And the Celtics lead by 4.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Now, here is McGrady. He's got 8. Oh, lively in position. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Pritchard with the ball. Lively defending. Pritchard against Lively. Beasley for three, and again, Beston with the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Bridges outside. Back to Korver. Kicks it out to James. Pass to Korver. Now McGrady. Latre. Here's LeBron. Garnett with the block. They get it back. Count it. Good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Pritchard with the ball. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Allen. Boston needs to get off a shot. Hauser misses. Cleveland trails by 5. In the corner, it's Bridges. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady.
Just a proven threat from beyond, and Bridges has a good feel for when to fire him from there.
Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Allen outside. Now Pritchard. There's the drive, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 4.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pep.
Here's Lively. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Puts one up from 19. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Now it's a 6-point Celtic lead.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Outside, James. Driving in, and the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to be on Malik Beasley.
Such a physical player inside. LeBron doesn't fear contact on the way up.
For the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Derek Lively. And Irving subbed in for Tracy McGrady. Celtics leading by 4. Kicks it out to Beasley. Pass to Allen. Back to Beasley. Out to the right wing. Pritchard passes to Garnett. Over Thompson, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Shumpert is checked in for James. Cleveland trails by 4. On the wing, Irving. Thompson sets the pick for Irving. It's good from about 19 feet. Irving's got 6.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Allen, a screen on Shumpert. And it's Hauser in the corner. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Richard Jefferson is checked in for the Cavaliers. Korver against Pritchard. Just 5 to shoot. And he banks in the layup. Pritchard's got his second bucket.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Bridges outside. Outside Irving. Lets it go with the 3. It's been all about Ray Allen for the Celtics. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We come back right after this. And here we go. Heading back to the action here in the Eastern Conference Finals. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Oh, man, their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
We've got Pierce. Allen is out there with Paul. Then there's Bradley. And it's Garnett in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Boston 5. From 17 feet out. Good, and Pierce gets the assist. 8 points for Garnett.
Just a knockdown shooter. Garnett so good with the ball in his hand.
Irving finds Bridges. From the arc, buries it from three-point range. Boston leading by 3. Here's Paul, outside Bradley. There's the triple. Thompson with the rebound. On the wing, Korver, defended by Paul. Korver passes to Bridges. Over Bradley. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with the rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. Number 1, Chris Paul. And, of course, LeBron James.
I think these two guys are having a little personal competition here in the playoffs to see who will finish with the most assists.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Williams has checked in.
Yeah, and the confidence Bridges plays with, really admirable. This guy knows he has the talent to compete in the NBA.
Now here's Garnett. It's Pierce on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Over Williams. And another basket for Boston.
An excellent jump shot. Pierce doesn't need a lot of room to get that off.
Irving passes to Bridges. Back to Irving. And Boston with the rebound. Pass to Pierce. Paul, a screen on Irving. Here's Pierce. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Allen. To the left wing. Paul against Bridges. Tries again. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Pass to Thompson. Now Bridges. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Paul with the ball. Bridges covering. Lets it fly from 18. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Love check in for Williams. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now here's Irving. He has 6. Great open look there. Korver's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the three-point shot for some extra offense.
Outside Pierce. Paul passes to Pierce. Pocket 6. Fades and shoots. And it's good for 2. Pierce has got 4 points in the quarter.
You have to stay up on him in that mid-range area. He's deadly from there.
Irving dishes to Bridges. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. On its way from Irving for 2. The rebound by the Celtics. Here's Pierce. Bridges with some nice defense.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that is the easy points for him at the rim.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Tracy McGrady's checked in for Cleveland. Here's the pass to Garnett, and it's slammed in by Garnett.
And his passing is probably the most underrated part of his game. Pierce is a terrific playmaker on that wing.
Now, here is Irving. He has 6. Lobbed up there for Thompson. He hammers the alley-oop through.
A great lob to Thompson. Feed that big man.
And so it's Pierce with it. He brings it up for Boston. And it's Bradley. That time on the assist by Pierce. Pierce has got 4 assists now tonight.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now, here is McGrady. He's got 8 for 3. Love. And Boston with the rebound. Garnett's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the inside. And stolen by Love. Pierce against McGrady. Bridges left side. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Celtics leading by 4. Bradley passes to Paul. Allen outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Garnett. Oh, Garnett. Aggressive.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. LeBron's checked in for Cleveland. Cleveland trails by 6. Outside Irving. Out to the right wing. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's LeBron. James absolutely owning the inside.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Pierce attacking. Kicks it out to Paul. Takes a 3. Allen outside. Bradley passes to Allen. 4 on the clock. Here's Paul. The rebound by James.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
The shot's good from Irving.
The corner 3 by Kyrie. That's a nice ring to it.
Now here's Pierce. He's got 10. To the middle. And stolen by Thompson. Outside, James. Thompson kicks to McGrady. Garnett with the steal. Pierce finds Paul. Allen outside. Back to Pierce. Garnett with a screen on LeBron. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And right now, Pierce is feeling it. His guys would be wise to keep finding him.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Shaq's checked in for Garnett. Sam Hauser comes in for Bradley. And it's Malik Beasley in for Allen. A switch here also for Cleveland. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Irving. The Celtics have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Pierce against James. Shoots a fader. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
LeBron James.
Boston shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Here's Pierce. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint. And the dunk by Love.
Wow, look at Kevin Love attacking the rim, using his height to get up there.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. O'Neal's check in for Boston. In Cleveland also making a change. Shumpert is checked in for Kyle Korver. And the Celtics with possession here. And here's Pierce. 15 points in the game. For three, Beasley. Good, and Pierce gets the assist. Pierce has got assist number 5 here tonight. Cleveland trails by 3. McCready with the ball. The kick out to LeBron. Pass to Shumpert. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson sets the pick for Shumpert. Thompson, great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Beasley. He's got 9. That's good from Paul Pierce on the assist by Beasley. Now that's 17 points for Paul Pierce.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's McGrady. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. A few opportunities so far at the free throw line. He's made 1, he's missed 2. For the Cavaliers, Derek Lively comes in for Tristan Thompson. And Irving subbed in for Shumpert. And the second free throw, good. So it's the Celtics now. Paul, a screen on LeBron. Pierce against LeBron. Off target on the 15-footer.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. So it's the Celtics now. The Cavaliers making the shot. Celtics passing it around. Paul passes to Beasley. 5 on the clock. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got 6.
Well, Chris Paul's always been able to attack in the lane and find room to score.
Pass to James. To the wing right side. Stolen by O'Neal. Paul against Irving. Here's the pass to Paul. Now Hauser. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists tonight.
Reason number 1, CP3 is out there making strong passes, keeping the offense flowing.
Pass to Lively. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, great decision there. Kicking it out to a ready shooter.
36 seconds left now here in the second. Inside, stolen by Lively. And here comes McGrady leading the fast break. The kick out to Irving. James in the post. Pierce covering. 5 to shoot. The second chance effort. Rebounded by Hauser. Now Paul. Here's Pierce. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Celtics lead by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the 3rd quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Please turn your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half court.
Welcome all. Game 3, and it's a real halftime cliffhanger for Boston.
You see their intent right away, Shaq. I mean, finding high percentage shots, that's great. Right now, that's their advantage.
Yeah, they've established a strong foundation offensively, and they're building on that. Looking at the series breakdown for Boston, they find themselves down 2-0. Could be looking at a tough path forward. Shaq, is panic part of the vocabulary?
Normally, you don't say panic in situations like these, but right now, these guys need to smash that panic button, do something different.
I don't think they could take the same approach and win this series. Adjustments are needed for them to get back in it.
Just like adjustments are needed here in the studio, but that's a story for another day. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. We're seeing a tremendous game from Paul Pierce.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Celtics leading by 3. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got James. Derek Lively is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Kyrie Irving, and it's McGrady in at the 2 spot. Ball is screen on LeBron. Here's Pierce. Kicks it out to Paul. Jacks up a 3. That's good. And so Garnett with the assist. Paul's got 9 points.
No surprise there from Paul. He's been doing that for 2 decades.
Kicks it out to Love. Drills it from outside.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Allen. Garnett with a screen on LeBron. Down low. Garnett just attacking the rim.
The B's just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Now that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Love right side. It's stolen by Allen. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Here's Paul, and it's sent back by Irving.
And that's some crafty defense from Irving, managing to see that shot coming. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Agreed. Yes, and the foul. That's on Paul Pierce.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
He's made 2 of his last 5 attempts so far at the line. The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Garnett with a screen on James. And Pierce, here we go. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Pierce has got 19 points.
And the outside shooting presence helped Pierce open up a lane there.
LeBron passes to Lively. Pass to LeBron. Fades. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist. McGrady's got his 4th assist in this one. Pierce against James. Kicks it out to Paul. It's stolen by McGrady. Here's James. Tough shot in close by LeBron.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Here are this postseason's dead-eye shooters. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. Number 1, Ray Allen. Paul Pierce is second.
And the bright lights of these playoffs have done wonders for each of their three-point shooting. That's what they were both hoping for.
Here's James. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Paul Pierce.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Here's Paul. He's got 9. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Outside Pierce. to the paint. Here's Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
And when Garnett has it going, he's unguardable. I love how confident and versatile he is on offense.
Ball against Irving. Pass to LeBron. Eight feet away. Garnett with the block.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Outside, Pierce. Here's Allen. Puts up a deep three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. James has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Wants to get it to Lively and does.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Pierce dishes the ball. Pierce feeling it out a bit. Shoots over James. The shot by Pierce will not go.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Pass to LeBron. Here's Lively. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Now it's a 4-point Cleveland lead.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Paul with the ball. Now McGrady defending. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pierce with the screen on McGrady. Here's Paul. And the layup is good. Paul's got 5 points now in the quarter.
What a drive by Paul there. You sometimes forget just how quick he still is.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Cleveland.
Well, you got to love their aggressiveness on the offensive glass. They have just refused to give up on any of the plays.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game. And Paul is dangerous from the perimeter. You can't let him get comfortable from that corner pocket.
Baseline jumper, and he knocks down the jumper. McGrady's got 16 points.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
Here's Paul. 14 points for him. Nobody near Allen. And it's Boston with another.
And Allen known for his scoring ability, especially when it comes to shooting.
James gets to McGrady. Knocks down the three ball. McGrady's got 19 points.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
Now here's Garnett. 16 points for him. Pass to Pierce. Allen outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Well, 3 triples in the first half, but he seems to have gone cold from distance since the break.
And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Garnett. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Bridges checks in. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Here's Bridges. 8 points for him. McGrady, right side. Shot clock at 5. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Paul is screen on LeBron. Here's Pierce. And Paul Pierce with the slam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Here's Irving. It's Bradley on the wing. Pass to Paul. Allen outside. Over LeBron. Allen's shot is off.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Now here's LeBron. And here's Irving. Now here's Bridges. He blocks it again.
a defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Allen with the screen for Pierce. Kicks it out to Bradley. Good, and Pierce gets the assist. Pierce has got his 9th assist in the game now.
That's a nice shot, helping to space the floor for his team.
Here's Lively. 15 points in the game. James, the bounce pass. Lively, a screen on Bradley. Shot by McGrady, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Now Pierce following McGrady's three-point attempt. Outside, Pierce. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. LeBron, left side. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Boston shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Bradley is screen on Lively for the lead, and the layup is good. Paul's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, this is what has defined Paul's game, his ability to make calls and create openings.
Grouping with it. He's picked up by Paul. McGrady against Bradley. McGrady kicks to LeBron. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. It's a close game here in Boston. It's Bradley on the wing. Defended by Bridges. And here's Garnett. He's got 16. Pass to Allen. Puts up a deep three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. James has got his 5th rebound in this one. Oh, Lively in position. That one misses. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Pierce with it. 21 points in the game. Back to Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
Going to the rack with energy. He would be afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't block.
Celtics leading by 4 to the inside. Bradley. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Bradley against Irving, and it's good, 2 points. Irving's got 11 points.
The defender has Irving closely covered, but he's just so determined to get through the contact and to the bucket.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Some changes for Boston. O'Neal comes in for Bradley, and it's Pritchard in for Paul. Then for the Cavaliers, Thompson, he's checked in for Jarek Lively. Kevin Love comes in for LeBron. And it's Korver in for Tracy McGrady. Now Pritchard. It's Garnett on the wing. The fadeaway. It's good. Pierce has got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Boston on top. They're up by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Paul on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Aiden Pritchard out there with Pierce. Then it's Malik Beasley. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's O'Neal in at the 4 spot. Here's O'Neal. Beasley outside. O'Neal sets the screen for Beasley. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now, here's Bridges. To tie it up. Here's Thompson. No good. That would have tied it. Boston shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Bridges with the steal. Here's McGrady. Gets the three-pointer to fall. McGrady's got 24.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Here's Pierce. Drills the elbow jumper. And the Celtics lead by 1. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
Drops in the tray.
Well, coming out of the half, he's been much more aggressive, helping them space the floor.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And the Celtics making a change here. Hauser's checked in. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle, and Coach had a very specific message for his guys. He said, quote, control what we can control. Play our game, and the rest will take care of itself. Solid message, if you ask me.
Thank you once again, Allie. And so it's Cleveland with it, following the three-pointer by Boston. Beasley with the steal. Richard with the ball, now defended by Korver. Pierce against Thompson. Pierce the pass to Beasley. Rebounded by Korver.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Here's McGrady. And no good that time. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter start. Here's the pass to Pritchard. Back to Pierce. A fader. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Nice shot by McGrady, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now here's Pierce to the middle. The Cavaliers pull it in. McGrady's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Korver. And here's Love from the arc. Up again. And there's Thompson putting it right back in.
And this is what Thompson does best. His aggressiveness on the boards is what makes him a valuable player.
Beasley outside. To the inside. The kick out to Pierce. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Pierce has got 10 points in just the second half.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
Pass to Bridges. Here's Thompson, and Thompson slams it home. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
And another look at that last play with the 18 connected game. And some changes here for the Celtics. Kevin Garnett checked in for O'Neal. Bradley comes in for Malik Beasley. And Allen subbed in for Sam Hauser. Cleveland also making some changes. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. James comes in for Bridges. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Tracy McGrady.
rising to the occasion. He found a way to get himself open and get his shot.
Nice job taking the initiative. Coaches will encourage you to take that if you have a good look.
Now here's Korver. Kicks it out to Love. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
Well, you got to crowd Love out on the perimeter, or else he'll make you pay for it.
Allen outside. Back to Pierce. Garnett with a screen on LeBron. And Paul Pierce with the slam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up the team.
Here's Irving following the bucket by the Celtics. Pierce with it. He's picked up by LeBron. They get it again. Garnett kicks to Allen. Pass to Pierce. Here's Allen. Buries the long-range jumper. And now it's a 3-point Celtic lead. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also, you've got to mention the block shots. Playing hard on defense, not allowing shooters to get comfortable.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. McGrady comes in for Kyle Korver. And so, it's Pierce with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Bradley sets the pick for Pierce. Over LeBron. It's rebounded by Cleveland. For 3, Garnett with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Chris Paul's checked in for Pritchard. A switch here also for Cleveland. Love's checked in. Here's James. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's going to stop that?
Allen outside. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot. Allen's got 5 points now this quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's McGrady. Here he goes.
You got to love seeing McGrady when he's hot. An amazing score from any spot on the floor.
Paul with the bucket.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now here's Love. Here's McGrady. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. McGrady's got it all tied up now for the Cavs.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Paul passes to Allen. Garnett outside. Pass to Pierce. Pocket 6. Over LeBron. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
To the paint. Here's Lively. McGrady outside. Irving for 3. Garnett grabs the board. Garnett's got his 16th rebound on the night. And the wide open shot from Paul. No good on the triple. Cavaliers shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Here's Irving. Pass to Love. Out to the wing. Cleveland moving it around. McGrady against Bradley. And that one's good. McGrady's got 34.
And he's really been dialed in here down the stretch. 5 of 7 from the field.
LeBron with the block.
Now that's how you protect the rim. James timed that one perfectly.
Paul against McGrady. Garnett with a screen on McGrady. And it's Paul penetrating. Garnett off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. James on the drive. Yeah, count it.
And James has made so many big shots throughout his career. This is nothing new.
Garnett with the screen on James, and they call an illegal screen here.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. And for the Cavaliers, the shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Now Lively.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Outside, Garnett. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That's his first foul. The lead is 2. Here's with the screen on McGrady. Just 5 on the clock. Puts one up from 19, and he gets it to go.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
And the shot will go down.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Free throw good, McGrady.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
1:33 left to play here in the fourth. Outside, Garnett. Now Paul. Garnett with the screen for Paul. Now Garnett. Stolen by Lively. Here's Irving. LeBron outside. Love with the screen on Bradley. It's off.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
Double digits for him on the glass. He's getting it done.
For 3. And there's the 3.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Love with the screen on Paul. James outside. Oh, the shot is pure from LeBron.
And this is who LeBron James is, an incredible leader. When the game is tight, this guy willing to step up.
Garnett with the screen on LeBron. Oh, the dunk!
And no guy known for style points when it comes to throwing one down, but every once in a while, Kevin.
Greg, why don't we see more dunks like that from him? He's certainly got the size for it.
Well, remember, guys, size doesn't always equal athleticism.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball, following the bucket by the Celtics. Lively is screen on Bradley. Garnett pulls it down. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Guys, what are their best options now?
And this is it, guys. Down 1, they've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
Right side, Pierce. That one goes. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
And they have just enough time for a catch and shoot here. It has to be an immediate shot, though. That's their only hope.
from three. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. Things were looking bleak for them, obviously, coming into this game. But with tonight's win, Greg, they are right back in it.
And that's the fight this team has. That they don't care what the odds are. They are going to keep battling. And suddenly, we got a series on our hands.
We sure do. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Kevin Garnett.